from delays in our online shopping orders to shortages of medicine and hold-ups in construction projects. So we're joined now by Paul Zalai, the Director of the Freight and Trade Alliance. Welcome to News Breakfast.
Yeah, thank you, Nadia.
Well, first up, what's causing these supply chain issues we're seeing globally, and what's happening right now in the Strait of Taiwan, which is, of course, a very busy area for ships that's also at the centre of some regional tensions at the moment?
Yeah, Nadia, look, the global supply chain issues, they've been very complex and going on for a while. The issue that you mentioned in Taiwan, probably not as severe as what was first anticipated. So obviously over the weekend we had the live fire in the Taiwan Strait. And just to give the listeners some perspective, just under 50% of all the world's container vessels have actually travelled through that Taiwan Strait in the first 7 months of this year. So it gives you an understanding of how critical that area is. But luckily for now, we've got a return of the international shipping through those areas. The 3 ports in Taiwan are actually operational, but we're definitely watching that closely. Obviously, we want diplomacy there when we don't need a war. But the other byproduct of that is that it would have a dramatic impact on global shipping. You know, as we saw in the Suez Canal, although that's a fair way away from Australia, it has impacts that just flows on to global shipping right across the world.
So watching that region very closely at the moment, but beyond the Strait of Taiwan, what is causing these shipping issues, supply chain, global supply chain issues at the moment?
Look, originally the big issue during the pandemic was just the demand for goods. So, we had a situation where we couldn't get out and enjoy ourselves, do international travel, or even go out to dinner. So populations in Australia and across the Western world were buying things. At the same time, at the beginning of the pandemic, we didn't know what was going to be the outcome. We were talking about lockdowns and the like. We thought that maybe we were going to have a global depression. So we had a situation where we had lesser shipping capacity prepared for what ended up being a boom time, and we still haven't properly recovered from that. And we've got congestion at major ports around the world, particularly in the US, where the landside logistics operations there just couldn't cope with the volume. And now we're even seeing things like industrial action in countries like Germany, where, the waterfront workers there haven't been on strike for 40 years. They're on strike there now. The US have got industrial action. Here in Australia, we've got a situation where we've got industrial action with our tugboat operators, which gave us a bit of a fright last Friday, and that will go before the courts in December to get resolution there. And then now in the UK, we're expecting a fair bit of industrial action there in the months ahead. So I hate using the phrase, but it really is a perfect storm of factors that are creating problems, not just here, but across the world with our supply chains.
Sounds like it. Well, we'll keep watching this space for all of us who do online shopping, and for those who need to buy or build anything at the moment. A really big issue that seems to be continuing. Thanks very much, Paul.
Thank you, Nadia.
Yeah, Nadia, thank you so much.